Y'all, I read this something I read on Google or something. Where I read where the Spanish emperor back in the 1400s or something, he and this other guy thought of this plan to go to a certain part of Africa to go and get slaves. Like, he was like one of the initial people who started the transatlantic slave trade or whatever. The emperor, I forgot his name, I ain't write it down. Emperor, a Spanish emperor. But he wanted to go get him because he was afraid that their beliefs and their ways were going to tarnish the belief. Basically, he wanted them to believe in Christianity. He was Catholic or whatever, and he wanted them to believe in Christianity. So he had this ideal of, let's go get them and let's force them into Christianity. Then I read, like, in 1500, a pope, I ain't write his name down either, but he was Catholic as well. He ordered everyone to arrest anybody who did not believe in Christianity. Okay, so where I'm going with this is, now, don't take this as me saying that I don't believe in God. I believe in God. So that's not what I'm saying. But I was just thinking, like, okay, if you take somebody or take a group of people, let's just say we say Tara Lynn, born September 7, 1986, is wealthy, healthy. She's a billionaire. She produces and writes her own movies. She writes her own music and has her own music label. She's an author of many, many books, and she has her own talk show. If I take that and I go and get me a whole bunch of people and I beat them or force them and tell them, read this, and they believe this, and they start to believe it, whether they believe it out of fear or whether they believe it for real. Either way it goes, they believe it, and it breathes life into it, and it makes it true. It makes it true that Tara Lynn, born 9/7/86, is a healthy billionaire that writes many, she's the author of many books. She has her own record label and she writes music. She writes and produces and directs her own movies. It will make it true. If all of my people in my area already believe it, then I could go to another country and pull them and make them believe it too as well. And they're speaking this, they're preaching about it. They people are, tongues are speaking on this every day, all day, for years and centuries. It's gonna make it true that Tara Lynn is a billionaire.